Hi guys, good evening. So today I wanted to talk about something which is very close to my heart and which I feel is important for all of us to uh, give a certain kind of attention which it needs. So today I wanted to speak about emotional eating. So what is emotional eating? Have you ever realized whenever we eat, is it coming out of hunger or is it coming out of certain emotions? Like sometimes we are very happy, joyous, we have achieved something in life, and at other times we are down, we are sad, we want certain emotions to be fed. So in all those times, like, we have certain food which gives us pleasure, or kind of makes us feel satisfied when we have them, when we indulge in them, and we experience the flavor of those food. So we eat them when we are sad, or we eat them when we are happy. It's okay to celebrate your wins, and it's okay to be in that state when you are sad, but to attach your kind of feeding your emotions through food is is a concept which we invariably do, and we don't realize that, because one concept which is missing from our life is mindfulness while eating. So have you seen a small child crying and not able to express? And what a mother does that time? Okay, my child must be hungry. Either he will give him a bottle of milk, or maybe very small baby who is being fed by mother's milk. She will put him to sleep by giving her milk. This is so common. Like, we have since time immemorial, all of us have done that. We have seen that, we have grown like that, and we have in our turn become mothers like that. So what does it do for a very small child who is an infant, cannot speak, but there are other kids who cry for want of emotion, for want of security, for want of love, for want of care, comfort, and other kind of attention. So when that emotion is not fulfilled, we try and replace it with food. We want love, so if we don't get that, and we try and feed ourselves certain food which makes us feel loved. We want care, we want attention, we want security, we want peace, calmness. All these are absent from our lives, but instead of trying to focus on feeding our emotions the right way, we feed our stomach with that emotion with which we relate the food with. So most of the time our hearts are hungry, and we try to feed our stomach. It would be so beautiful in your journey of understanding mindfulness, that if we start feeding our emotions, if we start feeding our emotions with love, security, care, warmth, and not feeding our stomach with the food, how we will not get into a vicious circle of emotional eating, and they later on take become emotional eating disorders. So catch yourself when you are eating certain food, and ask yourself, is it the food, is it the right time or for me to eat the food, or am I really hungry, or I am trying to feed my emotion? Because it becomes a habit over time, and we don't realize that something in our heart is missing. We feel certain emotion, we immediately go to the pantry and kitchen, check something which we like, and eat it. If we keep on doing that, it becomes our default nature, and we don't understand why we are doing, and then after finishing the whole packet of biscuit or chips, we feel guilt about doing that. So while we are on the journey to understand our relationship with food, it is so very important that we start getting consciously choosing the right food, and being in alignment with what your body needs. Like, is it really hungry? The stomach is grumbling because you are hungry, while when you do emotional eating, your heart is hungry. So when you start understanding that when my heart is hungry, I need to feed it love and not food. So when the love replaces the food, you will understand that how much of your eating is cut down. So the whole idea of not understanding your emotions, not understanding your body connection with when you are hungry or not, is where everything begins, and then it becomes a habit. In this, it's a journey. You need to be very mindful. You need to take it one day at a time, and start having an internal dialogue with your body and mind. Keep on asking questions and you will get an answer. The trigger, where is the trigger for? If you are laying your hand on something, ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Is it that I am really hungry, or am I upset with something, or do I need certain thing? Do I need to feel secure? Do I need the absence of, there is an absence of love in my life? So that we don't associate our emotion with our food. So our food deserves a lot of respect, and when we start using them to feed our emotions, we abuse them. It's very important to understand that being mindful can be a big game changer, and it is like one step at a time, and you just develop an internal dialogue with your mind, body, understanding the cues your body is giving, and also trying to find out a way where you can feed your emotions the right way. So what you're trying to search outside in food is actually internal. Give yourself love, feel that warmth inside yourself. Your heart is the center, which is a seat of all the emotions. If you want to see it externally in people, you will never find it. Your heart, that self love, taking care of yourself, loving yourself back, and feeling secured in your own body and in your own soul, you will find that what you're trying to search outside was already within you. So two things are very important here: being mindful when you are laying your hand on something, and understanding that it's a journey. We are all work in progress, so one day at a time, one step at a time. And also understanding that you need to feed your emotions the right way, which is giving yourself love, being practicing self love for yourself, understanding that what you are trying to search outside is already within you. So when you start doing this as a practice, you will see that your food habits, your relationship with your own self, your emotional well-being can become a lot better once you understand the relation between the food, the emotions, and how your body gives you cue. So this is something which is very very close to my heart, because I feel a majority of eating disorder cases can be solved if we start incorporating a little bit of mindfulness, conscious decisions to eat the right kind of food, and understanding where is this coming from. Is it hunger for food, or is it hunger for love or any other emotion? Thank you guys.